Hi everyone, I'm Pranita and welcome to my kitchen. Today we are gonna learn how to make uttapam. But before we get into that, I'm gonna talk about the dosa batter and how I make it. Here I have my dosa batter, and this is more like a all-purpose batter that I use to make uttapam, dosa and pungralu. To make this batter, I used 1 cup of urad dal, 1 cup of rice, and after blending them, I've added 1 cup of idli rava. We get started on making uttapam. I want to add a little bit of chopped vegetables. That is, here I have 1/4 cup of onions, just couple of Thai chilies chopped up, and I have about a tablespoon of cilantro chopped. I have chopped them really finely, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it's a really fine chop because I'm gonna add this to the batter, and while I'm spreading the uttapam, I don't want it to get lumpy and make it uneasy for me to spread my uttapam. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of water because I always like to blend my dosa batter a little bit thick so that I can thin it out when I need it, and I think that should be enough for now. And I'm gonna add my onions and chili peppers and my cilantro, and I'm gonna mix it really well. If you need any more additional vegetables, you can add it after you have spread your uttapam on the pan, because that won't stop you from spreading it evenly. So let's mix it really well. Let's make sure. I like cilantro running throughout my uttapam, so that's why I add it to the batter. Otherwise, you can just sprinkle it on top. So here I have preheated my pan on medium-low heat. It's good to cook at that temperature. And I'm ready to make my uttapam. Let's get started. Take a nice spoonful, put it in the center. Don't panic, just go slowly. Uttapam doesn't need to be really thin, so you can just go slowly. That's the advantage of cooking on a little bit low heat, and make sure you don't leave it lumpy anywhere. As you can see, I'm not going as fast as I would go if I'm making doshas. This is just half the speed, and I do it until I get a nice even uttapam like this. A couple of lumps are fine, and I'm gonna add a little bit of oil. Let's try and take it off. You can peek a little bit. Ooh, nice. Okay, turn. Voila. And I want to make sure that it gets nice coloring on the other side too. It's not gonna get as even as this side, but it's gonna get a little bit of char, and if any onions and chilies are peeking, they'll get a little bit caramelized from the heat. So it's been a few seconds, and as you can see, there are some nice brown spots. As I was talking, if you want a crunchy texture on that side, so you just need to let it sit for just a couple of seconds. And I have my serving platter right here, so let's move on. Here I have my uttapam all golden and crispy, and I like to serve my uttapam with peanut chutney or coconut chutney. Thanks for watching, and you can find this recipe and many more at booklesscooking.com.